What's going on, guys and gals? Stock Doc here, up $332 in the first hour of trading. This is the live trading video where I do the review of the first hour of trading and how I did and why I took certain trades. So my first trade was DCAR. This is the stock that it hit my low float scanner, and I know it hit other chat rooms low float scanners. So when it did that, I immediately get in, and I don't wait to see if it's going to go. I immediately get in. I'm familiar with the name. I know it can run, and I want to get in early, because if I get in after all the chat rooms get into it, then I would have missed the move. So right now, in the past 2 weeks, we haven't had any kind of crazy runner like we had in January. It's just been kind of people playing safe, people playing scared. So it's scalp mode for these kind of plays. So when in DCAR hit my scanner, I immediately jumped in. You can see my entries 272, and the reason why I was okay with just jumping immediately is because it hasn't moved much. If you think that the move started at like 265, I'm basically getting in 7 cents from where the move started. That's early, so I'm risking 7 cents with the potential of this thing screaming higher. And it's a million share float, so super low float, so it can move fast. So knowing that I get in early, I'm hoping chat rooms get in. They don't get in. So at that point, I'm just looking for the first moment of weakness. Think of it as throwing a ball up in the air as high as you can. At some point, it's going to start slowing down, going up, and then it starts coming down. And I want to get out as it's slowing down on the way up, and you can kind of feel that by watching the L2. I'm in DCAR 273.
MAT Mattel, Michael Alpha Tango, unconfirmed chatter circulating now in chat rooms that Carl Icahn has acquired a stake. That's Michael Alpha Tango, Mattel hearing some unconfirmed chatter of Mattel Icahn stake. Again, that's
Out
unconfirmed chatter
281.
circulated now in chat rooms.
So my next trade was RCON. This one, a chat room that I subscribed to jumped into it, and I was looking for a high day break on this. I thought that the chat room was going to create some momentum on this, get it to break high day, which would make it hit people's scanners. It also was, I was looking for the candle over candle on the daily. It's sold off quite a bit. It's a former runner. I don't really like this stock, but it tends to move, or it hasn't recently, honestly, and I'm probably not going to play it for a long time until maybe get some news on it. But RCON, I went long. Once a big share block on the bid showed up, I was going to use that as my stop loss. So if that looked like that big block, and you'll see it in just a second, once it looked like that was going to fall, I was just going to use it as my backstop, and I would sell into it. So I actually ended up losing money on this, which I'm okay. I got to take shots in order to make money, and I will lose occasionally. I just need to have bigger winners than losers.
Yeah, the daily chart on PRYS is bad because of all the reverse split.
I'm in Archon at 137. It's a chat room pump. Looking for the daily candle over candle, maybe get a little love. Stop loss on RCON will be if that 135 block breaks. All right, I'm out. -2, 1.5 on the trade. So my next trade was DRYS. This one was kind of a 5-minute play. As you can see in the top left-hand corner, there is that 5-minute chart there. And what it's creating is kind of a wedge. So it's either going to pop or drop. And I was kind of hoping that it was going to pop, and I thought it was going to pop. I was going to play for the breakout to the upside of this wedge that it created, and my entry was going to be candle over candle on the 5-minute. And we were getting to that level where it's going to go candle over candle. Volume started to come in. I jumped in as soon as I saw the volume, and it couldn't push through that level, and it ended up stopping out. And it was a good stop out. I got out because it eventually did end up selling off. But you can clearly see that wedge if you just, drew a line between the top there down to, where we're at right now, and from the bottom up to where we are right now. It just creates a nice wedge, and when it gets to that point on the wedge, the stock most of the time is going to either pop or drop. All right, I'm in long dries at 365. Stop loss will be 362. And stopped out. I thought I was going to go for the 368 break. Got on a little early. Flushed out. So my next trade is BSPM. This one is a chat room pump, so I'm jumping in immediately, looking for a little bit of momentum as the chat room volume comes in. I don't trust this stock, and I didn't want to play this all day. And the only reason why I played it is because the chat room pumped it, and I thought I was going to get maybe 5-10 cents out of it. Break of $4 is all I was looking for. What you'll see happen here is BSPM act just like it's been the past 3 days, which is finding a ton of sellers and flushing out these buyers. So I just don't trust the stock, and I probably won't play it in the near future. So anyway, the chat rooms buy it, I buy it, looking for the momentum. It pops over $4, comes right back down. The bid doesn't catch up. So once I get an opportunity to exit with a decent exit point, I take it. I think I make 20 bucks on this trade, but it could have been way worse, as shortly thereafter it flushed out pretty hard. Long BSPM chat room pump.
Donald Trump tweeting now, in the old days, when good news was reported, the stock market would go up. Today, when good news is reported,
I'm out. BSPM
big mistake.
plus 1.5. Try to get filled at 401. Got it filled at 363. So GSUM, this one is a stock that I'm familiar with, an AI company out of China, and this is a pure news play. I'm sorry for the audio. I had the housekeepers in today, and they were vacuuming during this time, so I apologize for the audio you're about to hear. But if you listen closely, you'll hear the Benzinga guy come on. He'll say GSUM, chat room chatter, circulating. That's his phrase for meaning there's rumors going around the chat rooms that GSUM has either a buyout offer or some kind of big deal, whatever. So once I hear that, I immediately click buy. I want to get in early. It's a low float stock. It can move. Yeah, it's a good company, so it can move. And this is exactly what I'm talking about. Is if you're looking for that point in the stock where it feels like it's not going to go up anymore and it's about to come down, kind of like you throw a ball up in the air. It's got this momentum going up. It starts to slow down and it gets to the pinnacle, and then it starts to come back down. And you want to be able to sell at that pinnacle or right before it. You don't want to sell as it's coming back down. So you'll if you watch this play, you'll see it just reach that pinnacle, and then sellers come in, and that's when I sell. I sell right before that, and it drops back down. So there was no confirmation of anything on this rumor or whatever, just chat room chatter at this point. I sell for a nice little scalp.
GSUM, Golf Sandy Uniform Michael. Some chat room chatter being circulated now on Woodsum Holdings. That's Golf Sandy Uniform Michael.
So my next play is GSUM again, and this time it's because the news is a little bit more refined now. So you'll hear Benzinga come back, and they'll say that the news is that Alibaba is rumored to be buying them out for $18 a share. So now I'm willing. It's the same reason it popped in the first place, but now we know why. So we now know what the rumor was. And when you attach, a multi-billion-dollar company like Alibaba with a $300 million company that's a low-float stock, that's an explosive, potential there. So once I heard what this rumor was, I wanted to get in before everyone else jumped in. You'll see the volume come in on this news. So I went right back over here. I bought it immediately, got a pop, and sold into that pop. And again, this is all rumor, so this isn't confirmed or anything like that. So I'm not trying to hold this. I'm not trying to hold rumors or anything like that. 99% of the time, these rumors never happen. Let's see here. HMNY.
Chatter being circulated that Alibaba is in talks to buy Wixom Holding for $18 per share. That being circulated now by traders. That's South Sandy Uniform, Michael.
GSUM, Alibaba to buy them, rumors. $18 a share. And that's how I ended my first hour of trading, up $332, and I finished the day up over 1,000. So if you have any questions on my trading style, feel free to come to my free Discord chat. We've got a lot of traders in there, new and old, beginners and experienced, and we're all looking to help each other out. I started this whole chat room, my whole Discord chat room, to help beginning traders that have no idea what they're doing. So please come on in if you have any questions. I'm there to help. Also, if you're an experienced trader, come on in. We'd love to hear your trades as well. And I'm in that Discord chat all day, every day, and I call out what I see. I call out my entries and exits, and it's just a really good environment. So a link for that is in the description of this video. Other than that, I'll see you guys in the next video.